Hello again. You may have noticed that there's a new breed of person joining our workforces. I say new, but in reality they've been with us for a while. It's just that their numbers are now such that we're taking more notice of them. These people are young, smart and connected. They can get things done while my generation is still thinking about it. And they're potentially valuable members of our teams and our businesses. We've even given them a label. We call them millennials. I call them Generation F, the Facebook generation. Depending on who you listen to, they were born between the mid-1980s and the early 2000s. And a combination of parenting techniques and technology have made them what they are. Meanwhile, we, those of us running businesses and managing teams, are not very good at understanding them. Recently, I spoke at a major conference held by one of the big banks. I was on not too long after the CEO, who I thought was rather impressive. But after my presentation, I was surprised by the number of people, particularly younger people, who came up to me and said something along the lines of, "What you said is fantastic, but try telling that to the bosses." It struck me then that there was a real disconnect between what the leaders were saying, which I thought was quite acceptable, and what the younger people in the organisation were hearing. On the back of that session, I approached the company and suggested we run some further sessions to try and understand more about the disconnect between the messages the leaders thought they were sending out and what was actually being heard. This process was so enlightening, we now do similar sessions for a range of clients. I call the program 30 Under 30. Simply put, this is what we do. Firstly, we spend some time, say 1 to 2 hours, with the CEO, or depending on the size of the organisation, the leadership team, and discuss the main objectives that they've set for the organisation and the key messages that they're trying to get out to their people. Next up, we run the 30 Under 30 session. This name came from that first session with the bank, but there don't have to be 30 people and they don't all need to be under the age of 30. In fact, the smallest session we ran was for just 6 people. The purpose of this session, which can last for about half a day, is to understand what messages, if any, the team are hearing from their leaders and to try and share with them the messages that the leaders are intending to get through. It's a fun, non-threatening environment which encourages your younger people to speak up and let us know what they're thinking. Finally, when we return to the leaders, we share with them what we've learned. Those outcomes will be accompanied by ideas and recommendations in regard to the types of messages people are keen to hear and the best ways to communicate them. At this stage, we can also offer to help with the execution of a revised approach if appropriate. If you'd like to talk about ways to improve the engagement of your Generation F team members, or for that matter, any of your people, we'd be delighted to help. So please get in touch with us via the contact details that follow. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.